Hey guys, it's your girl Ducky and welcome back to another Sims 3 video. Today we are renovating the Frio brothers home, and this house took me about 2 days and I had a lot of fun with it. They definitely have two different styles. I like to think that Connor kind of leads the main floor and the upstairs is his writing nook, and then Jared has his little party pad in the garage. The basement is his domain. But anyways, I want to talk a little bit about who Connor and Jared Frio are. The Frio brothers may have a nice house, but they have personality issues which make them less than ideal as boyfriend material. The household consists of two young adult brothers, Connor and Jared, who are completely different from each other but manage to get along. Connor is quiet and a loner, while Jared is outgoing yet mean to his friends. An example of Jared's personality could be shown with his neighbor and ex-girlfriend, who he has a bad relationship with, Claire Ursine, who is pregnant with his child. The Frio brothers are somewhat opposites of the Sims 2 Caliente sisters, as in Spanish. Caliente means hot, but Frio translates to cold in Spanish and Portuguese. This could also be related to the first sentence in the Frio family's bio. Jared and Connor can be considered XPs. I have no idea what that word means, of Dina and Nina Caliente respectively, though they can be considered personifications of fire and ice as well. So they are bros, and their traits are definitely opposite to one another. I'm going to start with Connor because I believe he's the older brother, but I could be wrong about that. But he is in the journalist career. He's single. He's absent-minded, a bookworm, unflirty, loner, and good. He wants to be a professional author as his lifetime wish, and his favorites are classical fish and chips and gray. And his brother Jared, y'all know this is your girl's favorite here. We love Jared in this house. He is also single when you first start playing, but he has an ex named Claire, has an unborn baby. It will, I think, almost always be a girl that comes from Claire Ursine and Jared Ursine's relationship. Not Jared Ursine, Jared Frio. He is a natural cook, a heavy sleeper, mean-spirited, inappropriate, and a party animal. He wants to be a celebrated 5-star chef, and his favorites are electronica, grilled salmon, and the color green. So, he is my favorite. Y'all know that. I know that the kind of bio of both of them was saying how their last name means cold, but these two bros are kind of some of the more attractive Sims in Sunset Valley. But y'all know, like, Connor isn't for me, much more a Jared fan, but they both have their own individual bios, so I think I'm going to read into that a little bit. Jared Frio is a pre-made sim who lives in Sunset Valley with his younger brother Connor. So I was wrong, Connor's younger. He is a young adult and is 11 days away from becoming an adult. Jared is Claire Ursine's ex-boyfriend, and he is the father of her unborn child. His biography indicates that he is good at befriending people and charming them, with Claire Ursine as an example. However, he has inappropriate and mean-spirited traits, which means he enjoys insulting, humiliating, and teasing/mocking others. Therefore, if left alone, he will choose to have these interactions with other Sims, including his friends. Although Jared's lifetime wish is to be a celebrated 5-star chef, he is said to be unsure of what to do with his life. He is employed in the culinary career as a spice runner and knows that he is good at cooking, but lacks the drive to do better. Initially, Jared is best friends with his brother, friends with Madison Van Watson, and acquaintances with Monica Morris, Go Buy His Coffee, and his boss, usually Molly French. He carries a stereo and the books Strategy and Other Masterpieces and Cooking Volume 1, Too Much Salt, in his inventory. In earlier patches, when first playing Jared, he would often talk to Monica Morris on the computer, which would usually lead them in dating. In later versions of the game, however, he and Claire often reconcile, eventually marry, and have another child together. Sometimes if the player leaves Jared alone, he is often seen starting a relationship with Madison Van Watson or Monica Morris. And on to Connor. Connor Frio is a pre-made sim living in Sunset Valley. The world shipped with The Sims 3 with his older brother Jared. He is a young adult and is 21 days away from aging up into an adult. Connor is a loner by nature. The only person that he doesn't mind having around is his brother, who is said to have never tried to push him or mold him, unlike his parents and classmates. Connor likes reading, as shown by his bookworm trait. He works as an automated spell checker in the journalism career and wants to eventually become a professional author. Connor has level 1 in both writing and gardening skills, though he needs 3 more levels in writing for a better chance at a promotion. Initially, Connor is best friends with his brother and acquaintances with Gobias Coffee, Madison Van Watson, Claire Ursine, and his boss, usually Victoria Andrews or Fiona McIrish. He carries a laptop, various seeds, and the Totally Preggers and Expecting Mother's Tale book in his inventory. So, I think if you guys know her name is a Cotton Sock, she's kind of talked about these two brothers. I think they accidentally gave Connor the pregnancy book because I feel like Jared is the one who has the baby with Claire, so that I think they mixed that up. Or it could have been that they meant for Connor to have had a fling with Claire. But regardless, I think their bios are really interesting. They are definitely an interesting couple. I found it interesting. One of the things that happens is with Connor, I actually see him ending up with another townie named Erin Kennedy, who's one of my favorites. If she is bi or straight in my game, they usually end up being together. He's also been with Agnes Crumplebottom before, but he just doesn't really. I don't really think he has a type, like as his bio said, like he's just very into himself in his space, and I tried to have the house kind of represent that. Like I feel like he styled it um, to his liking so that it just looked comfy and he felt like it was a nice nook, and I made the attic all his. So yeah, and then Jared, definitely a party animal, ladies man type of thing. um, Normally when I have played with Jared, he does change if he falls in love, like truly in love. I don't think he was ever in love with Claire, and I also find he normally hooks up with his boss, Molly French. I've never seen him really get married on his own, and often he's fooling around with Jamie Jolina as well. Both of the brothers fool around with Jamie Jolina, but particularly Jared. Um, and I think his character is really interesting. I think his traits are horrid. Like, he really is not a great guy, but you know, everyone needs a little bit of daddy issues. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I think the reason I love him so much is because every time I've played him, he really like shows a family side when he has no family oriented traits, and he loves his kids. I feel like between him and Claire, it's an interesting dynamic to play out on whether or not she kind of lets him back into her life with their daughter together. Um, and yeah, I think he's really interesting and I really enjoy playing with him, not to mention his genetics are fire, so we love that for him. But yeah, that is the two brothers that live here. I really wanted to show their opposite kind of traits and how they style things, and I really did have a lot of fun with this house. I felt very inspired. I had a reference photo, but I really just kind of went in there and had a good old time, which is normally not what I do with builds, but it was really enjoyable, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. And then I also want to say that I've been seeing a lot of requests for the builds to be put up for download. I do have a sim file share, and I will start putting my builds up for download. The Lepacy house that I've built, as well as any houses I've built in the Lepacy, do have CC. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the CC off, delete all the furniture because most of it is CC. So you guys will get the shell, and then if there's any CC flooring or wallpaper, that will also be deleted. And then I'll also take away all the store content so that you guys can just refurnish it to how you like, whether that's using your own CC or your own store pack. So I thought that would be fair. None of my CC would corrupt your game if it went into yours, but I completely understand like not wanting to download something with CC, especially if you're not organized for it. So just wanted to give that disclaimer. And yeah, new Legacy parts are coming out soon. I've gotten started on one and then I got taken away in this build. So I just I'm a goofy goober, what can I say? But I really hope you guys enjoy this build, and I hope to see you using it in your own games. And I am planning on making a Discord soon, so we can all chit chat together, have a good old time. And if you have any thoughts, feelings, be sure to let me down below. Let me know down below, sorry. I'm over here yapping. But yeah, that's about all I had to say. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.